Alright, we're going to start unhooking the water from the old one. Sure would be nice if all the hookups worked on the new one, wouldn't it? But you know how that goes. That won't ever happen. Alright. Alright, I got the screws out. Yep, I'm going to make a mess with the water. Only cut one wire at a time when you do this. The power's cut off to it, but better safe than sorry. Really helps you don't drop the wire back in there too. Alright, I had to go on a couple of tools right quick. More specifically, I had to have a set of crimpers. So, get this set down in here. Alright, I had to go get me a headlamp where I can see what I'm doing. Alright, so make sure you twist your wires before you stick them in the end of these crimps. Sticking them in without twisting them doesn't make a very good crimp. Then make sure when you're working the wire in there that you're not bunching the wire up, messing it up. It needs to go in nice and clean. Like that. I've got two nice crimps on it. And we'll take the dust caps off. It's really just to keep stuff from getting inside the pump when it's being shipped. Don't want no little bugs or nothing getting in there. Alright. We'll turn the power on and just bump it to make sure that the pump actually works. Really don't like to do that. You hear it came on, but it's dry. I really don't like to do that because you are starting up a water pump dry, and that is not good. But you don't want to get all the way through this whole process and get it all bolted up and everything to find out that you got a bad pump. So good or bad, I always do that just to make sure that it comes on. So it does come on, so let me get the filter and get it put on it, and we'll keep moving along. In fact, I think next I'm going to try to put the one-way valves in while I can get to them relatively easy. Let's don't say easy, let's say relatively easy. It's not real easy to get to. In fact, it might be easier if I just take that the fill hose out of the way for right this minute. So let me find a regular screwdriver, move that out of the way. Okay, in fact I believe it is going to be a lot easier to get to now. Still not easy because everything's just so tight in here, but if I can get in there to it now. It's got a feel for the bottom one because I can't see it. Hard to do stuff when you can't see it. Got it though. Okay. So let me get the cutters and cut that one out. And I'm putting water everywhere in there. I'm going to have a cleanup to do when I get done. And I cut it close as I can. I still got into the valve. Let's pass it. Alright. Alright, so we know we want the water to be able to go that way, but not back this way. So So that's the way this one needs to go in. I think that's on there. Sorry about moving the camera around on you, but trying to fight that valve. All right. So it appears it's in there. I'm confident that's in there. These are air conditioning lines. They're actually right in the way. Need to be behind this line. Now I guess there's opportunity to move it since I got the line undone. That's the way I wanted to do them when I put them in, and I just got ahead of myself. But now they're back there where I wanted them to begin with. So that is just the overflow tube. Goes to the outside. And this is the fill line. Now we'll tighten it back up in a few minutes. You know what? I probably ought to leave that loose for now. Probably make it easy to get the pump back in. Next though, I'm going to change that other valve out. I'm going to want it to go the other direction. All right, for this one, we're going to want the water to go away from the pump to charge the lines. But with this one over here coming in this way, the check valve will not let it go past, so that one goes on here. There we go. I think I'm going to put the pump on first because I may have to extend this line, and I don't want to have to try to fight it to get it back out of the valve. So let me get strainer. I've been needing new screws. I'm right there, it's about stripped out. But it went back in, so we'll use it for another 10,000 miles or better. See how long this pump lasts. Well, this pump lasts longer than the last one. The last one just didn't. Lasted about 2 years. Yeah, probably so. Those are good screws. Anyway, back in there nice and secure. So, well, you know what? That goes on the other side of that line. I knew that. I just don't know why I didn't do it. So, anyway, not a big deal. These are rubber fittings, so you can put them on and off as many times as you want to. Well, I say as many times as you want to. There's probably a limit to that. Man, you guys don't let me forget to tighten that back up. That'll be a bad day. Sad part is I'll probably have to put water to it before one of you says, hey, did you ever tighten that back up? And I'll just be kicking myself all over the place. Alright, so that side's hooked back up, and that is coming from the water. So I need a piece from here to there, and that's kind of what I was thinking, that wasn't going to be enough. So I've got some more of it in the shop, so let me go get a piece and put a new end on it, and I'll come back out and we'll finish this little job up. Be right back. Hey, if you guys don't have one of these headlamps, you gotta get you one. It makes this a whole lot easier when you can't see down in these dark areas, hard to get to. Get you a headlamp. Makes it a whole lot, and they're cool looking too. Isn't it sexy? Oh yeah, you get you one. You'll like them. This one here is actually rechargeable too, and went back in and got me got a piece cut off, put another one on it. Anyway, by the time I get this put in there, I should be just about right because it's flexible. So let me get some thread tape, because this end, even though it does have a little bit of a flare in the end of it, these typically try to leak. So let me get some of this handy dandy tape out they gave me. If you guys have never used this, there's an art to this. And I'm not always good at the art, so Anyway, put it on there and kind of hold it a little bit. Make sure you got it straight. And then try to stretch it over the thread just a, well, see, I'm not holding on to it good enough, but you want to stretch it over the thread just a little bit while you're trying to keep it flat. Once you get it started, it works out a little bit better. So that's probably about enough. So what you're going to do is you want to pull it a little bit and make it seat in them threads. And make sure you keep it out of the way of the water at the end of it. That's probably good enough. Man, that is some... That tape there is serious. I don't know what that is. It's not your regular Teflon tape though. So we'll see if we can help that out. And you want to put it on there lefty loosey, righty tighty, you know, so make sure you're putting it on the right way. And then just kind of feel for the thread to start. Don't cross thread. There it goes. And then put it on and you'll feel it tightening up toward the end. It's getting pretty tight, so we'll pull it so it sits straight down. We'll pull this line over to this. And some of you are going to say I got this line in a bind and it's strained, but it's really not. I'm just pulling it over to make it fit, but it's not strained at all. So anyway, there you go. Yeah, none of that strained. It's all good. Don't let me forget to tighten that up now. Alright, so now that we got the one-way valves in, this one here is going that way, that one's going that way. So this one should not be able to push back this way because of the check valve. And this one should not be able to push it to the outside of the trailer because of the check valve. So it should work. Alright, so again, I hate to start one up dry, but it's got water in this line, I know, up to about right here because I took it off all ago. When I wiggled it, water came out, so it should pick water up pretty quick. So let's see. Say change a water pump. Nobody likes it. I still hadn't tightened that up. In fact, you know what? I think until I tighten it up, when I go clean my tools up, I'm just going to lay those up there, and that's going to remind me that I need to tighten that up. Alright, I guess that's about it for now. Man, I done worked up a sweat in here, and I got the air conditioner running. Oh, let me turn my handy dandy sexy light off. There you go. Anyway, get you one of those. They're rechargeable. They're real cheap. Bought the pump off of Amazon. It is quieter than the last one I had, although I think there's a little bit of air in the lines why it's making a little bit more noise. So I'll find out here shortly. Everything in here is done in PEX. It's 1/2 inch if anybody wants to know what size that was. And also I got the one-way valves off of Amazon. So anyway, I'm gonna go get a screwdriver and tighten this clamp up before I forget it. Hope this helps you guys. Like and subscribe. We've noticed lately that people that were subscribed to us are no longer subscribed. Apparently it's a thing with YouTube right now. I'm just not sure what's going on. Anyway, if you like this kind of content and you enjoy watching us, like these videos, it helps us out. Think about subscribing if you haven't. Subscribing helps us out too, and it also lets you be notified of the next video that we release. We release Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We do Tuesdays, which I'm doing something like this, or we're traveling, or she's cooking, or you never really know what we're going to be doing. We don't even know. And then we do what's called a What's Up Wednesday. Wednesday is usually a topic day. I will pick a topic and we'll talk about it. And usually it's derived from a comment one of you guys have left me. All right, so I guess that's about it. So till next week. Make each day count, 365. Continue the journey. Get out there and get on the road. Have a good time. We'll see you a little later. Bye-bye.